What good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another reaction video. We're gonna be looking at some Luther Burden film now. I'm very intrigued to see how the hell the Bears use him, Colston Loveland. You know what I'm saying? Because Luther Burden is primarily a slot receiver. You know what I'm saying? And then with them drafting Colston Loveland, he's probably gonna be playing a lot in the slot and like 12 personnel stuff like that. But Burden can also play on the outside. He's not relegated to the slot like Amon-Ra St. Brown. You know what I'm saying? He can also play on the outside. So I'm very intrigued to see how the Bears use him. You know what I'm saying? We're going to watch this film real quick, man.
Tuck, and today I want to talk about prospect Luther Burden III, wide receiver out of the University of Missouri. And you guys know I'm a Jayhawker, right? So we don't speak too highly when it comes to Missouri Tigers, but I will have to tell you, this kid is box office. He is a junior out of East St. Louis.
And it's crazy he fell out of the first round now. There are some concerns about him being a diva wide receiver, but I don't really see him like that. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, that came out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying, during the whole draft process. But I feel like Burden, bro, he gonna be nasty, like real shit. The only reason he had a bad year last year was because of quarterback play. You know what I'm saying? Brady Cook was hurt, you know what I'm saying, most of last year. Then the backup quarterback was dog shit. But I feel like Burden is really gonna open up this offense. Him and Colston Loveland.
I want to do things a little bit differently when it comes to this channel, right? I just don't want to show you guys the film because, one, everyone's showing film right now, so it's kind of getting watered down. So I really want to take you guys a layer deeper when it comes to scouting draft prospects, right? So we want to start with the intangibles, where he comes from, and then we'll get over to the film here shortly. But he was five-star recruit out of East St. Louis to the University of Missouri, and even his freshman year, right, he played in 13 games as a freshman. Had 10 starts, right? Had 45 catches for 375 yards. Not bad for a freshman.
That's solid. That's a solid freshman
sophomore season. That's where he really exploded. He led the Tigers in receptions with 86 receptions, 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns, earned first team All SEC. Got a lot of rewards. Now, I will say this when it comes to LB3 is this season, it really doesn't feel the same as last year, his junior year. Right, so thus far he only has 505 yards, 45 receptions. So
that's not really his fault though.
The same
quarterback play was so bad.
Sophomore campaign, and I will say this early on: the thing that I think a lot of scouts are going to question when it comes to him is in the big games, right? The OUs, the Alabamas, right? Those types of games, you kind of go missing, right? But in the smaller games, even though in the sophomore year, he kind of exploded versus K-State, but if you go to his Ohio State game in 2023, it wasn't the same. So who is he really versus top talent? I think that's going to be the question mark when it comes to LB3. Now, if you look at him from a wide receiver standpoint, he is a slot wide receiver. So for a lot of Cowboys fans who are kind of asking me about him, he is primarily a slot guy. And I think that's where he's going to be at the NFL level. So he doesn't get pressed a lot. You're not going to see corners up in his grill. He's going to get a lot of free releases, but he's primarily using the slot, and they'll also use him in the backfield. So let's go ahead and get over into the film.
Okay.
All right. So what we're going to do, as we always preach on this channel, we're going to start from the ground up. So when you watch LB3's stance, and I call him LB3 because that's his nickname, right? When you watch his stance, he's not really in a loaded stance. He looks very comfortable. Now, I know some people don't like the hands down, right, approach. But like I said, he's going to get free releases. So it's not like this corner is going to be able to come up and press him. So he really doesn't need to get his hands up quickly. But it's like, it's a comfortable stance. He's not wildly loaded or cocked or anything like that. So I don't see any knock with his stance, right? So what you're going to have is this corner is pretty much facing him head up, right? You can smell his breath, right? So it's not a outside shade or inside shade. They're going to play directly over him as he's the point on the stack up here, up top. So what he's going to do is going to have this two-way go, and you're going to see his release and watch his footwork. He's going to set up this inside jab right there just to get this corner to leave slightly, and so he can release outside. Right.
Damn,
so
stack him.
Right. And even
see, this is what I'm talking about with the quarterback play, bro. Brady, like, I feel like Brady Cook's a solid quarterback, but he need to work on, you know what I'm saying, some of his downfield throws,
right.
game.
So good footwork.
You gotta hit this, bro. Right. You gotta hit that. That's a walk-in touchdown,
nigga. Didn't get to get the reception. Right?
Great release.
Overall,
stacked him.
Like he's not a burner, right? He's athletic, extremely athletic, and you'll see some of that agility in some of the upcoming clips. But he's not like Isaiah Bonds, another draft prospect.
He can still beat you down the field, though. Don't get it twisted.
But he can
that 4.4 speed end game look like 4.3 speed. Real shit.
When you watch him, right? He has good stride. And I think he's probably going to run like a 4-3. I think he's going to be a 4-3 guy, but he doesn't play like it on the field when it comes to running his releases and going through his stems. Now, when he gets the ball in his hands, he's a completely different animal, which we'll talk about here shortly. But overall, like I said, good release.
And I feel like that's what Chicago's probably going to do a lot with him this year, bro. Because last year they were doing that with Odunze on like end arounds and stuff like that. I feel like he's going to be that type of guy for them on jet sweeps. You know what I'm saying, end arounds. Shit, I could see them kind of doing wildcat with him too, bro. That would be hella interesting. They might take away most of the screens from DJ Moore and give it to him as well. Yeah, I don't know, bro. They can use him in so many ways, bro. And DJ Moore did a lot of that stuff for them last year, like screens. I think I saw him in the backfield a couple times last year as well. So I don't know, bro, because him and DJ Moore are kind of similar receivers in a way. You know what I'm saying?
Receiver, and I like his footwork. You'll see that on this play right here. Now he doesn't explode off the line of scrimmage once again, right? But like I said, overall extremely comfortable.
That's a good out route.
What I like about him is
that's a shit throw from Brady because I can already see that going inside.
Very agile, and you can see his hip sink. So right and there, right, fluid, right. So being able to bend out those stems again on that out route, and then you'll see him on this play right here, hands extended, high pointing the ball, right, not catching with the body, securing the catch, right. So if you watch him at full speed, the route looks smooth. The route looks smooth. There's not a lot of wasted motion when it comes to LB3 in his route, especially from the slot position. So this play is going to represent some of the versatility, like I said, Missouri
on the outside
backfield. Now he's not a guy they're going to hand the ball off to by any means, right?
But no, he's on the backfield. My dumbass thought he was at the bottom of the screen.
Maybe get him lined up on a linebacker. And I think that's an opportunity that you really want to take advantage of.
Damn, Cook.
He is a guy.
Gonna launch that, man. I mean, Azaraku was about to get pressure on his ass.
Offense friendly, right? If you can run a stop route and he can take on these stop routes or core routes and go to the crib, and we'll see that here shortly, right? But if you can get him matched up on a linebacker, that's definitely going to favor LB3, and you'll see it on this play right here. Coming out the backfield is a quick throw. This is easy money. This is easy money. This is throws.
Oh my gosh. Look at that acceleration.
And all you have to do is just dump to LB3 out the backfield and let him go.
Just give him the ball and watch him work,
so
bro.
He's going to be very offense friendly because he is a guy that given ability. So
look at 28.
Very
oh my
gosh. Because he is a guy that have to get the
ring around the rosy in his bed.
He's not going to be a guy that's going to stretch the field and run these deep corner routes and just give him the ball quickly, quick throws, let him get in space and let him go create. And he's definitely that player. And I think this is why a lot of scouts are really going to be foaming at the mouth when it comes to LB3 out of Missouri. Hips, fluid, good ability there. All right, on this play right here, right, so he's lined up as the number 3 receiver. And once again, even though he kind of slowly comes off out of his burst, right? Boom. Watch. Once he gets the ball in his hands, there's the gear. Right? There's the gear. And I've scouted Alabama. I did Boston.
And he kind of reminds me of Jamar Chase with the ball in his hands. Not nearly as fast, but that productiveness with him with the ball in his hand, bro. You're not catching him, gang.
I'm seeing it consistently, even just from watching his games. But once he gets the ball in his hands, y'all, it revs up. It's just a completely different boost, right? So I think that at the NFL level, right, you want to see consistency exploding off the line of scrimmage. But man, once he gets the ball in his hands, he can just make things happen. And you'll see that on this play right here. Once again, nothing too crazy. It's a simple out route.
This play was crazy. I remember he cribbed it, didn't he?
Made you miss. So I'm making all.
So bro, this is nasty, bro. Bro, the Bears have so many options, bro. I swear, if the Bears don't finish with a top 5 offense, this would have been all for nothing. Real shit.
Too crazy. It's a simple out route. They
have so many weapons and oh my gosh.
So
look at got them niggas falling like dominoes.
Made you miss, bro. Made you miss.
Oh my. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. 28. This is the second time, nigga. I think 28 scared of contact, cause bro, he could have blasted Luther right here, but this nigga gonna stop.
Made you miss. So I'm making all of y'all miss, right? This is a simple, quick out route. Nothing you have to scheme up. You don't have to be an offensive guru. Simple out route, little pick, boom, turn, make the defender miss, turns upfield, make this defender miss, make that defender miss, split the tacklers, get into the end zone. That's what's going to make
got all the snow bunnies on the sideline.
Scouts and NFL organizations are going to want his kid on their roster simply for that, right? There's nothing really to it. You just get him the ball in space, and just let him go create. And this play right here, maybe a few NFL coaches will probably be screaming at him, but once again, just being able to make people miss in reverse field and just get back to the line of scrimmage, right? So you see that agility, you see that burst, you see that athleticism when it comes to him, is that he's going to be one of those guys. It's just simple, dump it off, and just sit back and watch the magic happen. And then let's play right here. Nothing too crazy, but he's always making people miss. I feel like, you know, when he gets the ball in his hands, he is a space guy. He is definitely going to be a space guy. That's going to be one of those shifty guys that, you know, if you're in a West Coast offense like the Dallas Cowboys, but that'll probably change once Mike McCarthy is gone, right? Quick throws and go be a playmaker. Now, when it comes to outside effort, right, because you just don't want to watch the highlights. Okay, what are you doing when the ball is not in your hands? As far as a blocker, I mean, granted, he's a wide receiver. He's a smaller build guy. Is he a willing blocker? Yes. But is he going to impactful blocker? No, he's really not trying to block at all, right? So I would say that would probably be an area of focus that, hey, bro, when the ball's not coming to you, you still got to give some of that effort.
Oh, my gosh.
Give some of that effort. You see right there.
I mean, he should have leveraged inside.
And he even knows he messed up. Like, bro, I should have engaged a little bit more, right? So he's not going to be a guy that can kind of, you know, run behind. But I think that's going to be the biggest area of improvement. It's like you have to be the complete package, right? You can't only be a star when the ball is in your hands. What are you doing when the ball is not in your hands? And then there is
and that's what separates good receivers from the elite receivers, bro. The ones that can block also.
Can't drop the money, bro.
As long as like making plays and shit.
So, like I said, he's just trying to make something happen. And Boston College was able to knock the ball out of his hands, but I don't think he has a fumbling problem. I think that was just a good play from defender. And then this play right here, like I said, just watching him, it just doesn't explode off the line of scrimmage, right? Especially when the ball isn't coming his way.
Like a lack of effort, bro.
Fix, just be more consistent, even the ball.
Is this what they were talking about, like with the diva shit with him, bro? Like a lack of effort.
So those are a few things I would definitely fix.
Like he probably knew the ball wasn't coming to him in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably why he didn't run that. You know what I'm saying? It's full strength, but I don't know.
To give that maximum effort, but overall, y'all. Phenomenal talent, phenomenal prospect. We will dive in deeper, I'm sure, once we gear up for draft season next year, probably around March or so, and look at some more film. But as of right now, LB3 is definitely a first-round talent that I think that a lot of teams are going to be talking about, especially post-combine, this NFL draft season, man. So it's your boy, J Tuck. Comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on all social media platforms at JTuck151. If you love draft content, you are in the right space, so turn that notification bell so you do not miss out. I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged. And if you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, we need a wide receiver.
We ain't no Cowboys fans over here, boy. Hell no. But hey, man, shit. I want to know what you guys think, Don Constable. I feel like, bro, the Bears offense, you know, it's one thing to just look at it on paper and be like, damn, they got all these weapons. You know, Luther Burden, DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, Colson Love, and Cole Kmet. You know what I'm saying? They got an improved offensive line. They got DeAndre Swift, you know what I'm saying? All this shit. Potential superstar quarterback. You got to go out there and perform, bro. You can't just have everything look good on paper and then not go out there and perform. You know what I'm saying? So, we'll see week 1, you know what I'm saying? And then the rest of the season. For right now, it's looking good on paper. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. It's looking good on paper. Their defense looks good as well. But they got to go out there, put it all together. And, you know what I'm saying, go make some plays, man. But I want to know what you guys think, Don Constable. Y'all let me know what other NFL videos I'm to react to. Without further ado, I'm out.
I'ma make them feel me, make them people when they choke me. And if you don't know me, I'ma make sure that you know me. I hate to say it, but I really think I'm broke. But I know I'm chosen, I really know I'm chosen. I know I'm chosen. I was just lost a year ago, but now I'm focused. When good at sports, this microphone can be my trophy. Not taking drugs, I found a better way of coping.